Good evening, my friends.
Good evening.
My name is Karyawan, but you can call me Defi. I'm a student of a senior high school in the 11th grade. Okay, in this great evening, I would like to make a presentation about smartphones. But before I start my presentation, I have two questions for all of you. The first one is that, which is more practical? To look up a word in a dictionary, conventional dictionary, or a dictionary in your smartphone? Okay, and the second one is, when you need to find a place, will you ask to people around the area, or you just use a GPS app on your smartphone?
Yes.
All right. Okay, thank you for your answers. Anyway, I think from your answers, we can now agree that smartphone is getting more and more popular nowadays. In this presentation, let me tell you a little bit history of these smartphones. Actually, the idea of the smartphones was proposed by Nikola Tesla. It is in 1926, so it is in 20th century. But until the end of the century, smartphone didn't show up. But I can say that the revolution of the smartphone really began when the first iPhone came up. That is, it is marketed by Apple in 2007, and it is formed likely just like our smartphone nowadays, with so many features, advanced features and sophisticated features like that. Now I would like to tell you about the advantages and the disadvantages of smartphones. The first, I'd like to tell you about the advantages. I can tell you some. Firstly, it is for social networking access. For example, application like Facebook, Twitter, and then Instagram and WhatsApp, which is being so popular nowadays. And it is for social networking site. You can connect it with your friends in France, or maybe in USA, or maybe in UK, or in the other countries, in the other areas of this world, in the other side of this world. You can connect it with them just with these apps. You just download these apps and then make the account, and then you just easily connect it with them. You can easily share your thoughts with them. You can easily talking with them by video call, like that. It's very easy. So that's one of the advantages. And then the second one is a media of entertainment. For example, like playing games and also watching movies. It's actually like my experience. I've been rewatching the Harry Potter movies actually, and it is through my smartphone only, because I think it is more practical. I can bring it everywhere when I go to, for example, like supermarket with my mom, and I have a little bit leisure time, but I don't have a mood to read a book. I just want to watch a movie. I can just watch a movie by my smartphones. I don't need to bring my laptop computer because it is so heavy to carry on. So it is more practical for me. And also for play songs. I do like songs. I think when your smartphone has an audio and it is working well, you don't need to buy an MP3 player or maybe an iPod. You don't need that. You can play songs through your smartphones. And then the next advantages is that media of education, which is, I believe, this advantages is the advantages that I feel the most as students and teenagers in particular, because students sometimes they have they feel difficult to understand something, but they also difficult to ask to their friends or maybe their teachers because of some reasons. They can just search in Google's provides so many articles that you can read that you can maybe copy paste for your essays, for example. Yeah, I think it's helpful for students and teenagers for this case. And then the next one, I will talk about the disadvantages. The first one is that this is what I feel the most, that is actually addiction on playing games and also social networking sites. Yes, maybe you feel this, you have experienced this, that you spend so many hours, like maybe 3 until 4 hours only watching your social media on Instagram, watching the celebrants doing the live session in Instagram, or maybe scrolling up the Instagram to watch them showing off their wealthy, like that. Or maybe for boys, you guys are sometimes addicted on playing games, like Mobile Legends or something like that. Yeah, I think this is the disadvantages that actually what I feel the most for us as students and teenagers. Actually, there are still so many disadvantages and advantages of this smartphone. You can feel it if you have it. I believe you all have it. But I have to end my presentation. But before I end my presentation, I'd like to conclude that actually smartphone can be the most important gadgets nowadays in our life, because it has so many advantages. But in the other side, it also has disadvantages if you misuse it or you use it unwell. So I just wanna recommend you that when you have a smartphone, you have to be more aware, and just to be more aware and get the advantages, don't get the disadvantages. So I think that's all. Thank you for your kind attention. Goodbye.